This is an interesting one from Hirohei. Apparently they're trying to, the psychotics and whatnot, trying to get Ironmouse cancelled. And I believe it's over Power World. Anyways, let's give this a watch here.
Hey guys, welcome back. So I decided to check on our good friends over on Blue Sky, and yeah, they're not doing so well, man. They're crazy as ever, and they're...
I mean, as they do.
They're accusing a bunch of VTubers of being Nazis once again, including Ironmouse now, and Ironmouse...
Good God. The entire word has just lost all meaning. I'm not even sure who it was that I just interviewed for the podcast, but that word has just lost all meaning.
In particular, they're like trying to also accuse of being a homophobe, more or less. I'll get to that one.
Full in center.
Like I said, we'll get to it. So first off, we have this person, Rocks,
Pokemon Angler,
who says the worst ones are for sure Kirsha, Revdes, Leaflet, Hirohei, and Pippa.
Oh, what do you know? All of my favorite VTubers right there. Kirsha, Revses Devsu, Leaflet. Kier and Leaflet being my Oshis. And then Hirohei. Bloke actually owe quite a lot to getting started as a VTuber. And Pipkin Pippa.
All Nazi ideologies included. Then you have the secondary ones. Those who profiteer / promote other Nazis. The Mythic Team, Henya, Tokibird, Ironmouse, need confirmation
Jesus
if that went
Christ.
through, and some others. Because, you know, the last time these people accused a bunch of VTubers of being Nazis and that hit list they made a few months back that I talked about, yeah, that went so well for them, right? So
Yeah, remember, chat, they start calling you a Nazi. That just means they're trying to mark you for death and life ruination. Treat it as a threat. Report it as a threat. Get as many of your friends and cohorts together to mass report them as threats. And defend yourself accordingly, because these people are absolutely psychotic. We cannot live in peace with them. We cannot share countries, nations, parts of the world, a civilization with any of them. They're coming for us. They hate us and they want us dead.
But now I'll give you the full context of their like weird rants here, including where they really go off on Ironmouse, and it all began with this Blue Sky post saying queer baiting in the VTuber scene is so tiring. Sometimes I wish we had more
Because nothing says National Socialist like believing the right side won the war like all those mentioned believe. Yeah.
queer VTubers, and not the kind that keeps yapping about Yuri, but it's actually as straight as an arrow. Most of the queer VTubers stopped using the label altogether because of how hostile it was to us, especially to us trans creators. We still out there though. I hear you. It just gets tiring after some time because you never know. I love to watch this VTuber that always talked about her love for women and Yuri, and then the girl following, excuse me, and then the girl followed frickin' Asmongold and worse people.
Okay, so they follow Asmongold. Who fucking cares? A lot of people follow Asmongold. Some of them are fans, some of them are hate watchers. These people's beliefs can only survive in a vacuum. It would seem that their beliefs and their entire worldview can only survive in a vacuum. If it is exposed to anything contrary, it just all falls to pieces. And that just shows you how weak their worldview truly is. And frankly, it deserves to fall apart. If it is that weak, it deserves to fall. It deserves to be shattered into a million pieces. Toxic Tank, welcome in. Yo, it's Rev. Oh, not Rev. No, this is this is Hirohei. He finally got himself a proper VTuber model.
Like, it's just tiring. It really is. What's worse is like some of the biggest names in the femme VTuber space are right.
Good God, if they think Asmon is, well, to them at least bad, they have not been very bloody far. No, they really haven't. I've seen and heard some things from people who are actually on the extreme right of the political spectrum, and what they have to say, so unfiltered and just so uncensored, would absolutely... It would leave this lot here on Blue Sky just in a corner, wetting themselves, and, as they keep saying, literally fucking shaking. They have not seen real right-wingers. Because believe you me, this lot here, they wouldn't stand a chance. How you doing? Doing alright, Toxic, how are you?
Wingers. Some spouting literal Nazi stuff. And that's often people's first exposure to the medium, which just sucks. And queer ones just aren't given the time of day unless they hide said queerness.
Yeah, I don't think it's the queerness that needs to be hidden, it's just the fact that they might just be insufferable. That's what people really don't want to see and don't want to deal with, is insufferable people. Especially people who make their sexuality their entire fucking identity. It's just so one-dimensional. You are more than your sexuality. You are more than just who you fuck. Perhaps you need to spend some time nurturing that and developing yourself more fully as an individual human being than just making every fucking thing about your queerness. But then again, that sort of thought tends to elude these sorts of people who, on the daily, demonstrate they have a room temperature IQ.
Give me the names, I'm blocking them. And that was the post we read in the beginning of the video. And that post got a response that says, "Dang, I thought Ironmouse was chill. Maybe it's because she is very big in the medium."
Yeah, I'm fairly certain, given Ironmouse and her associates, people that she hangs out with, probably the farthest thing in the world from right-wing. If anything, she has demonstrated views that could be very easily tied to left-wing monoculture.
And then this one says, "Yeah, just confirmed it. They have even deleted everyone calling them out on their own channels." And a post here that says, from Ironmouse's official subreddit, "From the Ironmouse official community on Reddit, Ironmouse is now partnered with Starforge PCs. Check out their full range online."
Starforge PCs being a company that I believe is either founded or still run to a certain extent by Asmongold, which it's like, okay, big fucking whoop. Who cares? Ironmouse had a deal with Ironside PCs, but that deal was originally inked for her time at VShojo. Now that she has gone completely independent, along with everybody else who was in VShojo, because the company folded, they have to seek out new deals. And perhaps it is that she wasn't quite satisfied with the Ironside PC deal. She wanted to have a deal with something else, and maybe Ironside wasn't interested. Maybe they had other ideas. We don't know, because we're not there behind the scenes. We don't take part in these business discussions, because really it's none of our fucking business. That's between Ironmouse and whoever she chooses to partner up with. And apparently, she chose Starforge, which is fine. Starforge is a good company. Whatever you think of Asmongold, Starforge is a good company, and they build some damn fine PCs.
I guess they don't like that. And we got a response here that says, "Of course, I had to see how quick my comment would get deleted. Waiting game now, lol." And the comment had read,
You mean
the company that is owned by someone that hates queer and disabled people?
Again, citation needed. Citation needed on any of that. You just lob out a question as an accusation, provide no citations whatsoever, no proof. But then again, that would be too much for these morons.
And they talk about how, like, the post was removed or something, which we can see on that subreddit. And so going over to that Reddit post where they're talking about Ironmouse partnering with Starforge Systems / Starforge PC, we can see that there's not that many comments, and there's only one comment that actually got removed by a moderator right here. Above that was one more comment that actually got deleted by the user, though, not a moderator. And that got a response from someone that says, "I'm out of the loop. How can a computer assembly company be riddled with controversies?" And then back to that Blue Sky post we were taking a look at where they're falsely accusing people of being Nazis. Well, they then bragged about, like, causing a scene in Ironmouse's Starforge PC post and getting the mods to lock it and all that.
That's probably the most attention they've ever seen in their entire life, and probably the most attention they'll ever receive in their entire life.
And then they elaborate a little more here on some other people they dislike, saying, "What did I miss with Henya? Unless it's Hogwarts Legacy stuff, for which I gave her some slack at the time." And Doki Bird? Doki sought out and competed with XQC and got burned for it. Henya's been collabing and getting buddy with Pippa and Filion. If this
Oh no! Anyway.
brain rot nonsense wasn't enough, they then, like, bring up World War II. What the frick, dude? These people are LARPing in some completely alternate reality. Like, VTubers trying to entertain people and, like, make videos and stream, and these people are like, "It's like World War II, bro." Like, what the frick?
No, it's not.
It's worse than I thought, but do they promote them knowingly or unknowingly? Aw, see, that's the trick. We can never know, which is why it's unwise to assume they don't. And also why after World War II we decided to not allow such get-out-of-jail-free cards. On top of this, though, signing a contract with someone should probably fall under should-know territory. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's
Should know
enough blue sky
what?
for me, guys. That's the video. So yeah, it's a lot of very petty, immature stuff. Let me know what you think about this, though, in the comments. I hope you found this
And
amusing,
some of
because
these are
sometimes all you can
supposed
really do is laugh at
VTubers.
stuff like this. So yeah, see you in the comments. Consider liking and subscribing, by the way. I truly do appreciate your support. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you in the next one.
They're supposedly VTubers. Sorry, but if you are one of those VTubers that left X for Blue Sky, I can't take you seriously. I don't think anybody can take you seriously.